One thing that I realized is that time is honestly going by really fast. And I realized this because it's like, after I finished school on the spring semester for 2025, and 4 months later has just went by just like that. And tomorrow I'm gonna start my fall semester for this year. And the thing is that now that I'm doing my fall semester while doing content, while trying to just, balance my fitness as well, like my fitness journey, balancing, myself going to the gym, socializing, just balancing everything in one schedule, especially now that, I work and I also, go to school full time and I'm taking more classes than usual. It's going to be very interesting on how I'm going to, balance all of that. And, it should be interesting overall, like I said just now. And, there's a couple things that I'm really looking forward to. And one of the biggest things that I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to bring up my GPA as much as possible, because the thing is that I've changed my major like so many times. And like, here's the thing, like I've been since I was like 18 years old in the summer of 2021, which that was the same year that I graduated. I just went straight to college and I never stopped, I never stopped going to school or anything. But it's always been, not an easy thing for me to just find what I really want to do. And, like career wise, because, sometimes, some majors sound good, and then other times, as you actually try it, it becomes like some whole other thing. And, my head just wasn't there. And, I just stopped it overall. And the thing is that like now that, I'm 22 years old and, I changed my major to finance from physical education, you guys can probably already put two and two together that, they're just separate things, separate requirements. So if you're gonna go to the other major, you have to start pretty much from scratch. And, I have my 2-year degree, but, I wanted to just go to finance. And the thing is that, believe it or not, I already had credits to go into finance. So it's not really like I'm starting from square one. I'm more like starting from, a semester later. But the thing is that now that I want to try to just catch up, so that way I can try to, just graduate as fast as possible and also fix my GPA, because I kind of tanked it like crazy. So, that is going to be kind of interesting, like I said before, just because I'm like managing all these amount of classes with my job, in addition to just, uploading daily, which, I apologize for, not really uploading daily, because here's the thing is that, I guess two things. Number one, I just am having a hard time like just, making videos like this where, in 1, 2, or 3 or 4 takes, I already have a video. And also, it's just a little bit harder for me just to come up with ideas on what to talk about on a daily basis. And, I'm trying to like get into the habit of, letting my creative juices just flow through my brain. So that way that, every single day I have something to talk about. Because, I really am confident that I can grow this channel to be, the same amount of size or bigger than my channel that I have, like my main channel. And, to do that, I have to, be more consistent. I have to, put more effort into this channel overall. So I guess it's just going to be interesting how I balance everything. And, nothing is impossible. I know that nothing's impossible. And if you really want to do something, it can get done. Nothing is impossible. The limits are really just set in your head. I know that for sure. So, I guess that's where I'm gonna end this video. I'm just curious just to see like how things play out, how things balance out. And, sometimes, or not sometimes, I guess I'm just interested in seeing like what the future holds overall. So, if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in another video.